Another Saturday, another time to connect with all our loved ones from across the world. Mambo VP, tumefika Diaspora Connector, tumeingia na ubaya. So welcome to the show. My name is Neville. I am your home plug. Now, hey, you know, it's about that time. And thank you very much for joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here, right here with us so that you can connect with all your family members. Remember, tunatumia ile hashtag Diaspora Connect when you come through on the X app ama ukipenda Twitter. Pia Instagram yetu ni Diaspora Connect KE. Make sure you plug into us. Alafu tuongee pale kwenye direct message. Sindio? Alafu pia tukiongelea maneno, you know our tradition right here ni salams. Yes, all you need to do is send me a WhatsApp video right here. Namba yangu iko kwa screen. Make sure you send me a WhatsApp video with all your salams. Watu wa maju, watu wa diaspora. Yes, whether you're in China, uko Melbourne, uko US, uko UK, uko South Africa, uko Namibia, anywhere in the world where you are, send us your salams so that we can connect you with all your loved ones from the 254 right here. And talking about good things right here on Diaspora Connect, you know our family reaches far and wide. And one of our guests that we had on the show right here, his name was Avido, all the way from Kibra. Right now, he's in the UK. Take a listen.
Yo. This is Mans like Avido, and I'm watching Diaspora Connect live from where? Germany. So yeah, currently I've been doing like my Europe tour for the last like 3 weeks, and so far I've been able like to be like in other different parts of like European countries and stuff. Next week I'm going to Denmark, Lithuania, then come back again to Germany, France, and then just trying to show people out here that great things can come from places like Kenya, Nairobi, Kibera number 9, 8 towns, unajua. Blessings, maze. Keep on watching and keep on being locked. Blessings, brother. There ya. Boom.
Umeona manze wetu from Kibera to Europe is out there in Europe doing the Lord's work, spreading that good message. And you know as Kenyans what we usually do, to go on our best behavior tukiwa out there. And as you've seen, he's all the way in Germany. And tonight, another night to connect with everybody from across the world. You know how Kenyans, we're always living our blueprint across all continents. And talking about blueprints, hey, today on the show we have a lot lined up for you. If you're a student, if you are in the engineering kind of sector, Pia, if you're just here to learn how you can go abroad, you are in the right place. And talking about good things, manze, leo tuko na mwalimu wa math. Mwalimu wa math leo nimekupata manze. Say hi to our guys at home. Uko poa lakini?
Niko poa kabisa.
Kabisa. I can't wait to come. Hebu tusalimie na Ki-Chinese hivi kidogo.
Oh wow, Shanghao.
Shasikia manze. Mwalimu wa math ako area, plus he has such a good innovation. Akona kitu ambayo kama student hauelewi anakupiga translation. We'll be getting to all that goodness courtesy of mwalimu wa math, which I'll be telling you more about him in a few. Also, tuko na a lot lined up. You don't believe me? This is what we have coming up. Finally, tonight on Diaspora Connect, we have tracked down the legendary mwalimu wa maths all the way in Limuru to China, Donald Ndombi, now shaping young minds in China. All the way from Melbourne, Makena Mwiti, a dedicated social worker, shares her journey of empowering communities. And don't miss DJ Mish on the decks, spinning global vibes while keeping Kenyan rhythms alive. From the heart of UK elections, Jeremy Ojulu, a social worker and presiding officer during the Brexit general election, breaks down diaspora civic duties. Meanwhile, in Iowa, USA, Millie is breaking barriers in engineering, managing massive commercial construction projects. Also, tonight on Diaspora Connect, Joshua Bingwa, a 22-year-old in South Korea, mastering engineer. His dream is to be a biotech guru to elevate Kenya's medical research. Yes, all that madness and badness right here on Diaspora Connect. Now, usisahau, you are always the most important person on the show, so make sure you get interactive. Hashtag ni ile Diaspora Connect when you come through on the X app. Alafu pia usiogope. Our Instagram wide open for you. Ingia pale kwenye DM zetu. Let us know which part of the world you are watching us from, because you know me, the home plug. I love connecting with you. So tuambie uko wapi, gotea watu wawili watatu. And also, usiogope kutuma salams, because seeing you on TV inafanyanga tuta feel best kabisa. So make sure you send in your salams on the WhatsApp number that is on your screen right now, because baze uta nice sana seeing all of that goodness from around the world. And talking about goodness, pale kwenye ones and twos, we have the lovely, the queen, DJ Mish. Heya, mambo vipi?
Poa sana.
Nice to have you on the show. I see you're looking good. What can guys expect on the ones and twos?
Thank you so much. Good vibes. Tuwaroge, sindo?
Tuwaroge mbaya sana. How can guys follow you on social media? Wasa wanaweza kupata aje wakufollow so that as unawaroga pia wanakufollow?
DJ Mish the Queen, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Mish the Queen.
Hapo sawa. Hapa Diaspora Connect sisi ni watu wa kusema na kutenda. Na we, since when the Queen, ebu tuonyeshe ka 1-2 hapo nini. Play me something, DJ Mish.
Leo sapa tunakuladi mpishi, bora tushibe. Mwiko refu tunafungadi mshipi, bora tupike. Kamba ya buda unaweza gongewa, hauna mbota na bado timing unatolewa. Bora mpishi jumpishi, bora shaolewa. Easy but niko easy ganji kitolewa. Baby don't touch me there, me gonna wake you in the air. I say touch me there, sugar down low, find me there. Hakuna jari vas, nikishaka nagasi, I'm always on time. Hakuna zime feet, kwenye ngenyoni magret, feeling really high. I feel the best, check it feeling energy.
Genie X double six.
Feeling really high.
I think I was not real. When you touch my body, you make me lose my mind, You give me something, poco loco. Come, baby, spend my money. I feel I'm deep in love, because I got you, my love. If I offend you, it's in my back. And we come back to apologize. Baby, call you sweetie, honey. Okwangu wa uhakika. Uni utamu gani? Wenza kumenishika. Baby, call you sweetie, honey.
Oh my goodness me. DJ Mish, Queen mwenyewe ameingia kwenye building, and as you can tell, it's only Queen business right here. Tuko in a royalty kind of setting, and I love that. But so keep on getting interactive with us. And unajua tradition yetu right here on Diaspora Connect. Please make sure you interact with us. As I said, you are the most important person on the show. And talking about important, saida nataka tuende tuchukue luggage yetu per usual. As usual, umepack kila kitu, toothpaste, toothbrush, sindio? Aya, umechukua papers zako. Let's go all the way to JKIA so that we can go all the way, direct flight, sindio? Tuende mpaka South Korea. Yes, where we meet man like Joshua. Joshua, niaje bro? Hapo sawa manze. How you doing this evening? Uko area gani ya South Korea? And what's the time right now?
Hey, the time right now, you cannot imagine. It's 4 a.m.
Hey!
I need to stay.
Apo sawa, thank you very much for taking the time and being here with us. As you have said, ni mapema sana huko nia. Just the day has just started. Let me ask you this. On a typical day, if you weren't awake right now, what would you be doing throughout the day today?
Throughout the day, I would either be doing some lab work or going for dinner or lunch with some friends. Or really, right now we're in the summer season, so joto ni mob. So I'll just be cooling off somewhere.
Ah, nice. Cooling off. And when you talk about cooling off, since wewe ni Mkenya, umezoea maneno ya mtaani hapa, what are some of the things you do in South Korea to, as you've said, cool off?
In South Korea, here, the good thing is that they have so many different types of activities you can do. You can go to the park. They have water parks, so you can just go to a cafe. Cafes are very popular in South Korea, so those are the stuff I look out for, yeah.
Hey, okay, sawa basi. And we know you've been a student in South Korea for a while now. Kindly, for those guys who are seeing you and hearing you for the first time, introduce yourself and tell me about your life in South Korea and even how you got there, my bro.
Of course. So, yeah, just to introduce myself, guys. Hi, guys, I'm Joshua Bengwa. I'm currently studying at KAIST, which is an engineering university in a city called Daejeon in South Korea. and I'm in my final year. I'm doing full-time research in bioengineering, cognitive research there, which deals with the brain, which some people speculate is why my hair kidogo ilipotea. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. And how I got to South Korea is applied for a scholarship to this university. So I'm on a full ride scholarship, full tuition. And yeah, that's how I ended up here. I'm very thankful for that.
Oh, that's amazing. And what courses are you pursuing at the university right now?
Currently, the course is called bioengineering. It's similar with biomedical engineering. I know we have that one in Kenya, but it's a bit broader because it involves things like computer science, electrical engineering, and you can branch out into now the biotech field, which is what I'm interested in.
Okay, so I like that. That's quite interesting. And also, let me ask you about this education system-wise, because right here in the 254, watu tunajichocha sana na system yetu, and you've experienced both of these systems. How would you compare them, and what are some of the maybe similarities, or what are some of the difference between our education system and education system in South Korea?
I'd say I thought Kenyans worked hard until I got to South Korea. These people are on a different energy, but I think in both cases, you know, the system is quite intense. Here, of course, they have a lot of facilities. You know, the country is a first world country, so they are able to supplement a lot of the intense learning you do with a lot of interactions with equipment and so on. So especially if you're in engineering, we are able to get some hands-on experience and lab work with the fields and the things and the theory that we are studying. And I'd just say here the system is a lot tougher. Yeah, that's what I've noticed.
Wow. I attended a university that really embraced different cultures, especially right here in the 254. Is that the same way you experiencing the learning situation in South Korea? Do they embrace different cultures from all over the world? How is it like? Because I'm sure you're not the only foreign student at the university and also in high school.
Yes. So currently I'm one of 3 Kenyans at this university. And as the years go, they really try and expand their student visas and really try and invite more internationals. So the university I am at currently, they have almost 90% of their courses in English, which is very accessible now for foreigners to come in. So it's very internationally friendly. But I think in general, the country as a whole, South Korea, it still has a way to go. Yeah, they're very monocultural, but they are really embracing their international population.
I hear that. And when you're talking about culture, and when you're talking about education, of course, you've also mentioned language. Kwa sababu tunajua huko hawaongei Kiswahili, Kizungu, yes. But how was it like adjusting to different language, to the different language that they speak there? Plus, ili present a somewhat of a challenge for you with communicating with other students, ama you already had done your research?
So to answer the first question, for most scholarships, they come with a 1-year learning program. But for me, unfortunately, I dove straight into first year. And so for me, it was a bit more tricky, but I managed over the summer. You know, the university has classes, and there are also clubs you can join to improve your language skills. And so for me, within 6-7 months, I was in a comfortable position, not to speak fluently, but at least to survive. And in terms of talking with classmates, the only issue is that even them on their side, they're a bit shy. You know, Kenyan culture is a bit different. So when I approach them, you know, I'm very confident. You know, I like humor a lot. That's how we Kenyans, we approach communication. And here they do it differently. So that's where the challenge comes in the cultural difference.
I like that. Now, plus, ebu nikuulize sidebar question. What about when it comes to like relationships? Like, kama unatry kukatia msupa wa South Korea, kama unatry najua get into some business. How is that done? Ama we umechorea hiyo story?
So I think recently nimeamua wacha ni focus on
masomo.
First year, I had some experience. I'd just say here, you know, if for those of you who watch K-drama, you know the type of romance that is practiced in this culture, very slow burn, very you cannot come with the energy that we have in Nairobi especially. So that's what I've seen, and it was a struggle, so niliamua wacha I focus on my studies.
Hey, kabisa baze naelewa manze kuwa focus kulokin muhimu sana. Anyongaseyo. What does that? Sijui nimeisema vizuri ama nimeibucha.
Yeah, no, you've said it well.
Does it have a meaning?
Yeah, that's now the greeting. That's annyeonghaseyo. That's now the complimentary greeting, yeah.
At least, Baze. And also, let me ask you about this. Are there any Korean cultures that you have embraced, you have adapted, that ambazo zimekuwa your normal way of life?
I'd say, first of all, there's the modern one of, I mentioned cafes are very popular. These guys drink coffee with everything. Every morning they want to drink coffee. But I'd say for me, my favorite is the food. I've had friends who they say they don't like the food so much. Me, maybe it's because I'm Luya, but I love the food here. I've really enjoyed the food. And
so najua sisi wa Luya tuko na appetite ya fundi. Sisi wa Luya tuko na appetite ya fundi na inakubalika. Hebu ni explain ni foods gani, like tukikuja huko South Korea tukwambia hebu tupeleke kwa kibandansi ama tupeleke pahali. Ni nini ambayo ungetuambia hebu order hii ama chukua hii ama hii ndio favorite yangu?
Okay. So this side kuna kitu inaitwa samgyeopsal, which is a pork, fried pork dish, which is very nice because these sides they love meat. You can never lose meat here. There's beef, pork, and everything like that. So that's the dish I would recommend.
Nice. I'm feeling that inakabele tukija hapo utatuchunga vizuri. Let's also talk about kuna international students ambayo wanakuona saa hii. They would love to, come to South Korea or go to other parts of the world. Ni hacks gani ama ni vitu gani ambazo ungewaambia that could better their chances of, having a better time, especially in diaspora?
Yes, I'd say, outside of, the scholarship hunting and everything that you're doing, and then, of course, taking the international English exams and everything like that, just to prepare yourself and better equip yourself to get these opportunities, you just also need to mentally prepare yourself. It will be a big change, whether it's physically with the weather or emotionally, losing your social group back home and your family and moving to a new space. You just really have to prepare yourself mentally because it will be a challenge. But once you lock in and you ground yourself, it's one of the most eye-opening experiences, and I really recommend. Yeah, so please, guys.
Highly recommended. I like that. Also, unajua tradition yetu right here on Diaspora Connect is kutuma salams. Sasa nataka watu wa South Korea watumie salamu yao kwa South Korea, if I may say, alafu watu wa nyumbani tuambie kwa Kiswahili sasa. Twende Joshua.
Okay. Okay, for my South Korean people, annyeonghaseyo. Yeah. Bango. Saranghayo, that means I love you, yeah. And then obviously for my people back home, Staseni, please guys, asante sana for watching, and really I'm hoping you guys but interest for coming to South Korea. It's a great place, so yeah.
Umetuma salamu watu wa mtaani. Unajua kuna watu wanakuona hapa mtaani wanashangaa, Joshua umetusahau high school crush. Tuma salamu wazee.
Jasahau mambo. Yeah, guys, please. Ninataka kutuma salamu, kusema tu hi. Yeah, of course, that's so okay. I hope mko sawa.
Sawa, niko sure wote wako sawa. When you come home, manze, make sure tugotea right here at Diaspora Connect, and we of course thank you and appreciate you so much for taking the time out, because umesema ni 4 a.m. so asante sana. And hopefully we'll catch up later with you. That is man like Joshua all the way in South Korea, manze. Wakenya sini Wangori. Plus, as you have heard, amekuwa area huko kutoka high school ako uni, and he wants to come back home and do greater and bigger things. So So thank you very much, my bro. And talking about bigger and greater things, right here on the show, we've had amazing guests. Remember, you can catch up with the show or watch back previous episodes of Diaspora Connect on YouTube right now. Just go to CitizenTV Kenya. Alafu pia, tulikuwa na an amazing guest, a filmmaker from Bristol. Her name was Aggie, and she sent us a postcard from Diaspora. Take a look.
Hello, Mambo. My name is Aggie Nyagari. I'm a filmmaker living in Bristol, UK, England. That is the Clifton Suspension Bridge, which is one of the most iconic parts of Bristol. Just sending my love to my family in Kenya, the Nyagaris, and all my friends in Nairobi, including those in the film fraternity, with a special shout out to Blessing Lungaho, one of the best actors we have in the country. You're a star, man. And also to my entire Janjaruka family. You guys, we're gonna make more magic again sometime. And if you haven't seen Janjaruka, jump onto YouTube Sahi and check out what we made. The election special episode is particularly relevant in today's crazy political climate. A special shout out to my friends and colleagues, Alex Konstantaras and Liz Njaga, who are all the way in Greece. Love you guys. Mwah. Let's keep making cool shows together. Here's to our next big TV adventure. And speaking of TV adventures, watch out for Adam to Eve, which will be hitting your screens soon, that we made last year. I'll just leave it at that. And I want to also give a special mention and shout out to all the Kenyans hustling in the country right now amidst the chaos. We're thinking of you. Stay safe, all of you. Keep up the good fight and continue watching Diaspora Connect on CitizenTV. Peace out.
Aggie, thank you very much for putting us on even to what we should be watching. Later on the show, I'll be putting you on to playlist and songs that you should be having on your playlist, or you can add them real quick. Plus, talking about good things happening around us, you, the most important person on the show, is interacting with us, and we love that. Remember, we are Diaspora Connect KE pale kwenye Instagram. Send us a direct message. Na pia use that hashtag Diaspora Connect when it comes to the X app. Now, mtu wangu hapa the door anasema, hey, what's up? My name is Philip, watching live from Manila in the Philippines. I want to send salams to my family, friends. Big up my bro Derek, watching from Athi River 254. Thank you very much. Naona Jude pia anasema, Neville niko ndani kama kawa, alafu hausikii baridi. Thank you very much. So unajua inakuanga freeze and shine, unajua? So that's how it be. Alafu pia niko na mtu wangu hapa anaitwa Friga, anasema, what's up Neville, enjoying the show from Athi River. Big up yourself. Naona pia watu wetu wa South Korea pia wako inside and having such a good time. And talking about kukua inside, leo niliwaambia tumeenda tukatafuta mwalimu wa math. Na tumesema mwalimu wa math manze lazima tumpate na tuongee na yeye vizuri, kwa sababu mwalimu wa math, yes, tumekuwa tukikutafuta tukuulize hapa ni wapi. How are you lakini?
Fine. Thank you. Niko salama.
Nice. Yeah. I love to the fact that we have you here. Umepiga suti, you are looking all good, glamorous. Badze, talk to me and talk to Kenyans right now. We've just talked to a student in South Korea, umeona, na wewe ni mwalimu. I'm sure you've encountered lots of students like that, especially from all over the world.
Yes.
Talk to me and tell guys, especially guys who are meeting you for the first time or seeing you for the first time, what you went out there to do. Wewe ni nani? Wewe ni mwalimu wa nini?
Okay, thank you Neville. Yes. Mi naitwa Donald Ndombi, mwalimu wa math. Natoka sehemu inaitwa Kakamega County, a special place called Emulama. Ase wangu Emulama, the Ndombis, big up maze.
I like that. So I want us to talk about many different things, especially for you. You went out there to, seek a better life, educate the world,
sure.
Raise the standards in many different ways. What is one of the things that inspired you to travel out of Kenya?
Okay, as a teacher, I've been teaching in Kenya from 2014 in Nairobi. And when I interacted with the guys teaching international curriculum, it challenged me, like, there's another curriculum apart from the Kenyan curriculum, what we commonly call 844. So this inspired me, like, what if one day I go and teach this curriculum kwa wale wa jamaa kwao. So one day I was telling my pastor like wa Full Gospel uko home. Siku moja nitaenda kufunza wazungu kwao.
Wow. Niache kurudia hapa.
Tunafunza hapa British National Curriculum na kuna ingine inaitwa International Baccalaureate IB. Then I got inspired like if I'm teaching this curriculum for a certain period of time, one day I need just to fly and go out and teach and experience that curriculum in their own country.
That's such an amazing one. Also, ongezea kwa hiyo sasa story ya mpaka vile ulipata hiyo opportunity na ilitoka wapi na ukaenda lini the first time. Talk to me about your process before tuingie sasa kwenye wewe kuwa mwalimu.
Oh, sure. Okay. Most of the time, it's unbelievable how this happens. We say the world is a global village. So kuna ma WhatsApp groups za walimu. So kuna group moja inaitwa MYP Mathematics. So niliingia hii group hapo 2022.
Okay.
So after nimeanza kufunza hii curriculum inaitwa IB, every time tunashare hapo. Wazee wanauliza uko na hii textbook, wengine wanauliza mazeni niko na students, nani anaweza kuwa na past paper. So mimi nikiwa nazo narusha hapo.
Okay.
Something funny in 2023 around February, kuna kitu nilishare hapo like how to manage students and how to prepare for exams, especially in the international curriculum. Alafu mtu akani inbox ile inakuwa like reply kwa hiyo post. Akaniuliza I've been following your post, unaweza taka kufunza China. Nasema okay, yeah, niko interested. Alafu akaniambia nitumie CV. Mimi ndio huyo nimerusha CV. Kidogo ananiambia I'm impressed with your CV. Unaweza nipea referees wawili wenye wako kwa hii CV. Nikamwambia okay.
Imekuwa serious sasa.
Imekuwa serious. Nikampatia one of my head of math anaitwa Lona pale Mpesa Foundation Academy. Alafu one person alikuwa head of IBD programs anaitwa Jackie Otula. Sasa ni principal kule Swaziland. So nikampea hawa wawili. Now aliwa call our two referees. After that huyo akaniambia anaitwa Sima Paul akaniambia I'm impressed from what I've heard from the referees. So can we schedule for an interview? So akaschedule interview on Zoom, akaniuliza mambo kuhusu curriculum, how I manage students in class, how am I versed with technology, which technology tools do I know, how do I manage the students using technology in the 21st century, how do I do differentiation, like unaketaje kwa watoto tofauti. Kuna watoto 24 wote hawakuangi same. Tunajua pale shule kuna jamaa mwalimu anaandika data, aandike fraction, ashasema najua hii kitu. Kuna watu hiyo wanauliza wewe ni huyo. Haya, kuna wale watu hiyo umeshafunza umemaliza, anasema any question, anasema I didn't understand. What did you understand? Everything. So how do you cater for all these? So after kufanya ile interview akaniambia okay, I'll talk to the principal. Alafu ile process ikaendelea. Akaniambia the principal is okay. So wakaanza hiring process na wakanipatia offer just like that. So hii nasema ni Mungu.
Umesema hivyo ni Mungu because unajua ulianza kuisema. Unajua siku hizi tunasemanga ukisema kitu unaipossess, ukiongea kitu inatokea. So I like the fact that uliisema alafu ika-align tu vizuri, Mungu akafanya kila kitu ikaingiana. So I want us to continue talking about that amazing story, but tuipige pause kidogo because there is a lot of things that I want us to talk about. Nataka tuipige pause kidogo because right now I want us to go link up with another Kenyan doing amazingly well out there in the world. So unatambua vile sisi wa Kenya tuko mazee. So right now let's go meet our lovely Kenyan, and she is called Millie. Millie, mambo vipi?
Mambo poa sasa.
Mimi niko best sana. Kwanza nikikuona wewe, nafurahia sana. How are you? Where are you? Tell guys what time is it? Talk to me.
I am Millie. I live in Iowa. It's around right now around 2:30 to 40 p.m. Yeah.
I like that. What would you be doing on a casual Saturday if you weren't here talking to us?
Actually, I'm at a friend's house right now, so most of the time it's just visiting friends, hanging out with family, and getting to just... It's summer, so you get to go outside and do things outside because, you know, you have just a short season before you're locked inside with the weather.
I like that. And you're successful at engineering, construction projects. In case guys don't know, wewe ni top at the top. Talk to me about dominating in a field that is male dominated, as they say.
Surprisingly, of all the engineering, the civil and construction is the one that has the most women, even as few as we still are. So I just figured that out in KU.
Ah, okay. Hey, what will KU na represent?
We're still like 10%, yes. So it's still, you know.
And did you encounter any stereotypes as you are out there, especially in Iowa, doing your thing, especially as you said, in construction and engineering?
I don't think it's stereotypes. I think it's mainly, you know, when you're in Rome, you're supposed to do what the Romans do. So your accent is different. So most of the time, people struggle to hear you. And sometimes people assume that because your accent is different, you don't know what you're talking about. So that's something that you learn how to navigate and be more confident about. Otherwise, the industry, both here and in Kenya, in terms of how they perceive women, it's almost the same. Honestly, I think I've been treated better here than I was in Kenya, not in a wrong way.
I know, it's okay. And when it comes to advice that you'd give, because I'm sure right now there are engineer practitioners, kuna wasa wako in the same field as you, and they're wondering what are some of the tips and trips that you could give them, unajua hacks that you yourself have been able to come across, or hacks that you can give them, especially when they are in the diaspora.
I think one of the things, just because the construction here is different, in Kenya we do more of concrete and masonry, while here we do more of wood framing. The weather is different, so you have to factor that in. I like watching YouTube construction shows, so I get to learn more of different terminologies, different languages, because construction is the same. It's just, are you using wood or are you using mawe, you know? So the more you watch these shows, the more you see how they do it, it makes you more comfortable when you're out there talking to people. You know what you're referencing, because even as we study back in Kenya, we are restricted with the environment, which is perfectly okay. You know, it's a totally different environment in Kenya. You don't have winter, you don't have to factor that in your construction. But when you come here, it's different. You know, here wood is more available compared to Kenya, where masonry is available. Stuff like that. It's just, YouTube has so much information out there. And the other thing is, just ask questions. I feel like you'd rather ask a question to someone to clarify for you than act like you know and then they figure out you don't. So as long as you're confident about your abilities, if you ask the right questions, then you'll succeed.
Totally, Millie. You're saying all the right things. And let me ask you this. We all know that your networks and your net worth are always somehow together. In a new country, talk to me about how you made that connection. Ulikutanaje na watu? How did you make your network to be this successful?
So I am beneficial. Actually, one of my professors just texted me he's watching. So he's the one who studied in KU, and then there was a partnership between Kenyatta University and Iowa State University, which I came to. And when we came here, he introduced us to the Kenyan community here. So that does help you a little bit when you need to feel at home, when you need someone to advise you on how to navigate this environment. And then once you're introduced to their networks, you also have to contribute, you know? You can't just be taking. Once in a while, you can volunteer stuff in the community. You can volunteer to watch other people's kids when you're free. You know, just being part of the community really helps. And through that, you get referrals and your networks just keep growing. I always say when you go to meet someone, it's more about what will you do for them than what will they give you. That makes you better at building better networks.
Spoken like a true billionaire at most. Also, talk to me about you going there, you being given your first project. So were there some projects that you were given that you were scared to do at first? And also, what are some of the big projects that you have been a part of that have been so successful?
So I think I started the construction since 2020, and I think I've done over 11 projects. The biggest one in terms of value was, I think, around $15 million. Most of them are apartments, some of them are commercial buildings like banks, some of them are, just different facilities every time. To be honest, the biggest projects I've been involved in was in Kenya when I was interning at Two Rivers, thanks to my mentors there. So when I came in here, I was less scared because I felt like the Kenyan environment helped me prepare me for those big sticker value projects. I don't know if that makes sense. What I was scared of, definitely I was scared because there were a lot of new terms that I wasn't familiar about, There's a lot of different construction materials that we use here that we didn't use in Kenya. But the similarities in doing what you do is as long as you can read a drawing, then the drawing will tell you what to do. So that gave me the confidence. And I was put with a very good superintendent who used to answer all the questions. And then the things I was good at, I also helped him. So when you come here, you have to, as much as you're the one learning, there's also stuff that you're good at that you should be willing to showcase so that you just don't look like you're leeching,
Yeah, true that. And on the screen, we are seeing some of the projects that you have been a part of. Let me ask you this as a side note, Millie.
Yes.
Millie, ni wenda unabeba simiti, unabeba mambao, mamchanga, ni wewe unadig trenches huko, ama wewe pati yako vital unacheza ni wapi? Ama unaleta chakula watu wakule wakati wa ninio?
So I basically manage the project. So from the beginning, I do when the owner comes to me with a project or a company, we do what we call pre-construction. So I estimate the buildings. And then once we start the construction, I do the scheduling. When there are design questions, I set those up. I ensure we are in budget. I ensure we are on schedule. And, just help people in the office. And at the end, I close out. And here, once you close out a building, people can still call you for warranty. So they will still call me and say, hey, this is happening. I assess the problem, and then I sign it to the person who will be doing it. So unfortunately, I'm not as strong as much as Najita Demwamjengo.
Kabisa. And please, before we love and leave you, talk to watu wa KU, especially the ladies who are watching you right now na wanasema, hata mimi ningependa kuwa kama Millie, ama naweza kuwa aje kama Millie. Talk to me about advice you'd give watu wa KU, especially ladies. Alafu, are opportunities for Kenyans to come there, especially in the construction field, engineering, are they easy to come by, ama ni kizungumkuti kidogo?
To fellow students, to be honest, when you're thinking about the dream, it seems so far, but as long as you do daily, you interact with your professors, because if it was not my professors in Kenyatta University, our civil engineering department, and the partnership that I had built, and even Professor Olive Mugenda, who actually started this project, and the partnerships he built, I don't think I will be there. So just be outgoing, be soft-spoken, so that when something comes up, they're like, I think that girl can do it. And then they'll put your name forward. And you know what? You never know what door will open, but there are so many doors out here. So don't give up on your dreams. What was the second question? Sorry.
It was all about you talking to opportunities that are in Iowa, especially when it comes to engineering, construction. Because I'm sure there are guys who are watching and they're being like, wow, do US firms accept us foreigners? Are there opportunities? Talk to me.
The construction industry definitely is always looking for workers. So the best ways most of the time people do is coming in as postgraduate students, and then you get to learn, because I think your CV sells more when you've studied also here. Not that there's anything bad with studying in Kenya, but it does help a little bit. So that's usually the most avenue that I've seen most people come. But there are people who win green card lotteries. There are people who come through other ways. Just don't be scared of doing those things. Most of the construction in the US, some of the stuff you can just start in the field and grow up the ladder. So there's really not one method that sets it apart. All you have to do is you have to be willing to put in the work. So I would encourage people to apply to studies and just take the shot. Reach out to those of us who are out here. if you're writing a question, if you're curious about it, if you're curious about any question about universities, some of us can tell you how to apply into some of these universities. So just don't be shy about it. Just be proactive, and you might get your opportunity.
I like that. Thank you very much. And before we let you go, right here on Diaspora Connect, what we do is send salams. I'm sure there are guys who are watching you from KU, from Kenya, who would definitely want you to say hi to them. So Tuba salams, and don't forget also, guys also in your area in Iowa.
Certainly. I want to actually Tuba salams to Professor Batinto. He just texted me and said that he was watching me, so I'm really excited about that. He's one of the people who helped the partnership. I want to send shout outs to KU students who we studied with, St. G, Mtangari Primary, and to my family and friends back here. Thank you so much for being part of my life. And I look forward to seeing you around.
I love it. Thank you very much for that. That is Millie all the way in Iowa. Now, Iowa, manze, is such an amazing place. Get this. In Iowa, they have more pigs than people. 7 pigs to 1 person. Hey. And also, another fun fact about Iowa I think you should know is the fact that sliced bread, yes, the machine to slice bread was first invented in Iowa. Things that you can feel nice knowing. So thank you very much, Millie. And talking about good things happening right here on the show, we have the Queen DJ Mish on the ones and twos. Mish, hebu nikuulize hivi, umeona students wamekuwa, tumeongea na students kutoka South Korea, pia tumeongea na Millie hapa kutoka Iowa. Are there some countries that you would love to travel to experience DJ in? Talk to me, Mish.
Yeah. Middle East, Dubai, of course USA, Australia, and UK. Okay, nice. I like that. And not only do we have DJ Mishi alisema manze, you can follow her on social media, and I want her of course to play us some music. Niko kwa ile mood ya kuanguka na niko kwa ile mood ya unajua, get some warmth in my body. So Mish, please play me something. DJ Mish.
Nilikutana naye Kilimani, Nairobi, 2015. Kibaridi cha asubuhi, kijua fani sio kikali saa 5. Nairobi, 2015. Nikamchagua yeye katikati ya wenzake watano. Nikamuomba kanio namba, moyoni Mungu nikampa moja. She's my number moja. Nikamuomba kaniomba namba, moyoni Mungu nikampa moja. Now she's my number moja. Yani namaanisha kwamba ndo tushawana. Kukusifia matusi naiona basata wakinifungia theruthi zila nazopata 100%. Mjusi ukutawa parasta na uparamia. Na kama penzi ni chopa la bia ni pesana gemlevi ni umbe njia kwa maana we mlezi na unanijulia. Hawana wawezi pakukuibia dia. Pawa naishi wapawa, penzi lako mizani mizito naishi wapawa. Pawa naishi wapawa, penzi lako mizani mizito naishi wapawa.
Hey Baba, Lord, my one and only. river of life, iko tunanapa. Nasimama cause uko na mimi, you never let me go. Mipaka yangu umeitanulia mbali, even sky see your limit kwa ikibali. Hata haters wanashangilia kwa ndani, umewawinga oh. Sina kingine mimi najivunia, zaidi yako baba. Mana niko tuli nimetulia, we unagabaya. Hata wale wananionea usuna, shabaha yao mbaya. Watakataje mambo menifunika.
Yo, na huyo Mish mwenyewe Queen ako the ones and twos, but I love it so much and she's tearing down the place and you can definitely follow her. Alikuambia social media zake pale, make sure you do that. Also talking about doing that right here on Diaspora Connect, we are connecting with you, the most important person on the show. All you need to do is hop on our hashtag Diaspora Connect at CitizenTV Kenya. Manze usiogope, karibia sana. Also Diaspora Connect KE, that's our Instagram. Make sure you slide into our DMs so that we know where you are tuned in from. Uko area gani vile inafa. Also talking about uko area gani right now, nataka tuingie kwa ile ndege yetu ambayo tunaingianga JKIA all the way till Australia. Tuongea na kijana wetu wa Kenya. Wagwan bro, ni aje?
Poa sana mambo.
Mimi niko best manze sana. Nice to see you. Naona sijui ni usiku, sijui ni mchana. Unajua time zone ya Australia inakuaga kizungumkuti. Talk to me, what's the time and where are you at?
Ni usiku. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. It's 6:13 in the morning.
Hey, 6:13 in the morning. Makukuwa na sherehe the previous day ama umechill tu?
Nimezeeka. Siku sherehe.
Okay. Talk to me about some of the fun things, because you look like such a fun person. Talk to me about the fun things you do in Melbourne, like to let loose when you're not at work, my bro.
I am a fun person. First of all, my name is Makena Mwita, born and raised in Kenya. I live in Melbourne currently. It's been about 9 years here in Melbourne. I do love a lot of adventure. I travel a lot. I go on off-roading, camping, hiking. I play golf. Yeah, those are some of the things that I do on my free time.
I like that. Yeah. And Makena, when you're not out there, unajua counting the money, getting to the money, umesema ufanya golfing, hiking. What are some of the places? Ni restaurants gani, ni foods gani manze Melbourne ambazo wewe unaweza sema, hizi naweza patia watu wa Diaspora Connect wa nice?
Kuna food mob. Kuna a lot of international cuisines. Napenda food pia. Mimi si Mluya lakini napenda food. So yeah, the Chinese, Aussie steaks. Aussies love meat. So the Angus, whatever, all the kind of steaks and slow cooked meat and everything you can think of. The international Italian cuisines, American barbecues and stuff. You can get it all here. Yeah. Asians. Nice. Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, let's talk about now your work, what you do out there in Australia. Talk to me, especially being the fact that this is not your first stop. You've traveled, before you left Kenya, visited a couple of places. Maybe you can let guys know, especially guys who know you from back home.
Oh, yeah. So I left Kenya in 2011. I went to India to study. I was in India for almost 4 years in Bangalore. And then after that, I moved to Australia to do my master's. I'm in the finance and accounting sector. I did BCom in Bangalore and did Masters of Accounting in Melbourne. It's been a bit of, a lot of experience and exposure, and it's opened up a lot of opportunities. I've traveled to almost 30 different countries. While I was in India, I did a lot of travel in Asian countries. I've done a lot of travel in African countries. I do love traveling, and I think that has opened up my mind a bit into, just experiencing the world and, what it's got to offer. So, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. We're seeing lots of your pictures traveling around the world. What are some of the travel hacks that you'd give Kenyans, especially going out there into different countries, learning different cultures? What would you say?
I think I would say maybe there's just a lot out there. You know, they say, you know, people who don't, the world is a book, and people who don't travel only read a page. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, we think maybe traveling is too expensive, but, you know, if you plan yourself well and you get the right information, you can travel around, especially in Africa. There are a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of, you know, experiences in Africa that you don't even need to fly. You can even drive to Rwanda, for example. You can drive to, you know, South Africa. You just experience a different culture, you know, different people and different lifestyle, and it opens up your mind a lot.
I understand that. Yeah. And when it talk to me about opportunities, especially when you are in Australia, are there opportunities for Kenyans, or have you seen and experienced opportunities that you could tell Kenyans, wow, yes, here kuna hii na hii?
Yeah, kuna a lot of opportunities. One thing I actually admire about these developed countries is that there's a chance, there's an equal opportunity for everyone. So there are a lot of opportunities in terms of career growth and development, and they're always looking for skilled immigrants to move to these countries, and there's a lot of progression once you move here. So yeah, I can tell Kenyans to stay on the loop, you know, look out and, you know, check out opportunities, see an agent. And if you want to really want to migrate to countries like Australia, there's always a lot of pathways to
field, and you're also working with guys who are from Australia. How is that like, especially you being from Kenya? How is that like?
I can say at the beginning, obviously, it's quite challenging. The accent, of course, and there's that culture shock. But you get used to it. Australia, one thing about it is actually a very multicultural country. There are people from all over the world. So you find yourself, even in the office, you find that you're not the only, you know, quote unquote foreigner or immigrant. You find a lot of people from different cultures, and that gives you an equal, you know, at least level ground. But people are friendly. They're very nice, and you know, they welcoming. They respect human rights. They treat you equally. You have, you know, the same chance with a local. There's no discrimination, and I think I love this country. It's quite beautiful. Yeah.
Definitely see that, even from the way you're talking about it to the way you're emphasizing yourself, I can definitely tell that. And tradition yetu hapa Diaspora Connect ni kutuma salams. I'm sure from your many travels you've met different people, na pia kuna watu hapa mtaani wanakuona wanasema, hey, Makena mtu wetu unashine mbaya, so please tuma salam.
Napenda salamu sana. Yeah, because I ningependa, there are friends, a few friends who, you know, saw the post, and they're like, oh, you'll be on CitizenTV tonight, and I said, yeah, and they'll be like, make sure we mention Majina. I have my friend from Hyderabad, yeah, here in Melbourne. He said he's watching. Salamu kwako, my friend Edwin. I have Grayson from Nairobi, Kenya. Moses Chacha from Kenya is watching the show. Natuma Salama, and of course my family back home and friends and the community. I say Mungu awabariki, asante. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much, Makena. And napenda vile unafurahia salams, manze. Hiyo ni tradition yetu. Lazima tufanye kile tunafaa kufanya. So thank you very much for taking the time out. And as we said, umeona vile Makena amefurahia salamu. And that is exactly what you should be doing. My number is on your screen right now. Send your salams. Tuma kwenye WhatsApp, our WhatsApp line right there. Chukua tu videos peke. Send. Make sure you put your phone in landscape mode. Ndio ukituma tunaona background na jaza TV vizuri. Some good things. I'm talking about some good things. The most important person at the show ni wewe. Na ukiwa area lazima ni make sure nime connect na wewe vizuri. And right now on our Instagram at Diaspora Connect KE. Naona kuna msupa fulani amecome through anasema hello, great work sir. Salimia mwalimu wa hesabu. Mluya typical ata accent ya Mluya haijapotea. Tuning in from Nairobi, Runda. Big up yourself. Hapa niko na Trevix anasema show iko mbaya sana inabamba. My name is Trevor, niko locked mbaya sana. Thank you very much Trevor. Also naangalia legendary Victor anasema watching from Nairobi, Ruai show imeweza kabisa. Nagotea Noni Mudhoni uko Benin na Celine ako Qatar. Big up Celine, big up yourself Victor kwa kusalimia watu wako. Yo, I'm Wesley, I'm watching live from Easily. Just wanted to send my love to Kenyans out there. You people rock the country and I like it thanks to you. Exactly. Right here on Diaspora Connect, we're bringing you stories by real Kenyans out there, especially wakifanya some amazing things, and you will see them every Saturday right here on Diaspora Connect. Alafu pia Selector Mvua anasema manze tuko tuned in tukiwa Ruaka, na tuma salamu kwa Fubu photographer family na mwalimu wa math hapo bazena. Naona mingi zinaingia, watu wa Kayole wako ndani, Nax Vegas, big up yourself, asanteni sana. Na since mumeongelelea mwalimu wa math, na nikianza hii interview nilikuwa namuuliza hapa ni wapi, ashakubali hapa ni Diaspora Connect na ako sawa kabisa. And talking about kukua sawa kabisa mwalimu, tumeongelelea jani yako, ulienda uko China, ukafanya ile kitu, you went through the interview process, you manifested it by talking about it, alafu finally ikafika. So I want us to pick up the story from umefanya interview, mwalimu wa China principal wa huko ameongeleshwa, amesema sawa. What were the next steps for you to do so that you go to China?
Najua, before you go to any other country, you need what we call a visa.
Yes.
And this particular one is a work visa. So I was required to do a document check. So take my papers to the Ministry of Education for check to confirm that you are
a real teacher.
I'm a real teacher. I graduated from a real university.
Yeah, not fake papers, real
not fake papers.
Okay.
Yeah. Then from the ministry, they also need to see your good conduct. Certificate of good conduct. They call it police clearance. It's a very important document, and it must be a recent one, like not later than 3 months ago.
Oh, wow.
So that time, I had to go to eCitizen and apply and wait for 14 to 21 days. And then also, they need this notarized. Notarized means you go to some specific law firms or a lawyer, then they put a notary stamp to show that this is authentic.
Yes.
So from the ministry, they certify a copy of my degree, and then the other copy from the police clearance certificate.
Yes, good conduct.
And then after notarizing, now you need to go to the Supreme Court.
Hey!
So the Supreme Court needs to verify that the lawyer who notarized your document
is also accredited.
Accredited.
Hey, process the mean.
Yes, is a process.
I like that. So you finally get that. Upata document yako eCitizen. Umeenda confirmiwa.
Confirmiwa. So from there now, you need to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Foreign Affairs and Diaspora at Huduma Center. I went to City Square. So they need to write you a letter talking about the signature of the person whose rubber stamp from the Supreme Court. So that letter says we confirm that so-and-so is from the Supreme Court and that. Then these documents now you take to the Chinese embassy.
Oh, so without all those documents, there's nowhere you
There's nowhere you can go.
It's a process, so but it's a good one.
You go to the Chinese embassy.
Yes.
This one, there are two. There is one at the Chancery building opposite Sitam Valley Road, and there's this other one after DOD. So you go to the other one just after DOD, opposite this, I forgot the name of the plaza. Then Hapo, they also check to see whether all these documents are valid and the stamps are valid. It takes about 7 days. Then after 7 days, when you go pick them now, you go to Chancery building to apply for visa. It's a Z visa, so it's a work visa.
A work visa.
Yes.
So you do all, and let me ask you, did you know this whole process, or is it you asked around and researched?
So I did a lot of research. Because from China, they were communicating like, we need the following documents. Then I send them. They say, okay, the next documents we need must be verified by our embassy in Kenya.
Yes.
So I researched like where is the Chinese embassy and where is this ministry. That time I had to know very many of them.
I totally agree. Fine, you get the visa. You're ready to go.
Yes.
Do you get the ticket easily? It was a bit of a hassle.
Now, something good to encourage teachers looking for such opportunities, especially in China. Most schools will say you either pay for your ticket, then they refund you when you reach there, or some of them will book your ticket. But the first thing is you must first get the visa. And there's one document that must be sent from China. It's called work permit notification.
Okay.
So you need to wait for that document. When they send you, it shows that you are going to work in this school, and you will abide by all the laws of the People's Republic of China. Then when you have that document, when you go to the visa center, there's no problem. So they look at the document, they already know why you want to go out of the country.
Yeah.
And then the visa processing is so easy. So after you get the visa, and then now you can look for
the ticket.
Yes. So if you cannot fly and you don't have the visa.
You don't have the ticket.
Yes.
Tumefika. Let me also ask you about, because this is China.
This is China.
Their main language is Mandarin.
Yes.
Is there a course you do before you go? Is there a course you do as you get there so that they know you will teach them in their language a bit? Because I don't know. Language barrier to me, especially when I hear China, I just think of the language the first thing.
I know.
Talk to me. How was it like, especially arriving on day one?
The first time I arrived in China now, I already know I'm going to teach an international school, so the language of instruction is English. So the students can speak English, though they are ESL students, like English is not their first language. So I was assured like the students and the teachers and some of the parents can speak some English. So I said, okay, if my main clients are students and they speak English, I will learn on the job. So it was not a requirement for me to learn Chinese. So when you're going to China right now as a teacher, unless you're going to teach in a Chinese school, like a local curriculum, you don't need to learn Mandarin before you go. But if you have learned it, it's an added advantage. So for my stay there for the past 2 years, the first challenge I had was language barrier. So I get into class, majority of the students cannot speak good English, and I have to change my accent and speak slowly because the English is not their first language.
Yeah.
And then as we progress now, thank God because of technology, the AI, Maze.
Yes.
So I had to do like a new way of teaching. So I do bilingual slides. So my slides are gonna English na zikona Chinese.
Mandarin.
Yes. So mimi nafunza probability nikiongea English, lakini slides ziko kwa Chinese.
Mimi nakwambia hiyo bodi yako nikiangalia ukiniambia find x, hiyo x sitaipata.
So recently nimeenda market nyingine inaitwa EU.
Okay.
So nikaona kuna mtu naongea na yeye, mimi natumia my phone to translate. Alafu yeye akona another small phone like this. So this is not a phone. This is a gadget called AI Translate.
Let me see. Wow. This
AI Translate.
AI Translate.
Yes.
This is how it looks, because as you can see it has many things. Translate, it has even the time right now in Shanghai, Adeline, it has translate right here at the corner. It has even a camera. And so you say someone talks into this and it translates?
So let's give it a try.
Okay,
so
let's give it a try.
you can see here there is something called offline translate.
Okay.
This means this gadget does not need internet. So it will work without internet. And without internet, it can translate up to 21 languages. Paka kuna Arabic, kuna French, kuna German, so many languages. Kukwama si rahisi. So nikiwa na hii gadget now, when I'm in class, now you are my student.
Yes.
I'm speaking English and you can't understand. So I'll click on offline translate.
Okay.
And then let me ask some question like in English. How much is this?
这是多少?
Instant. So I speak English instantly in Chinese. So maybe the student says in Chinese, 100 yen.
100 yuan.
Ooh.
So I can communicate with the student one-on-one.
One-on-one.
And even life outside, like the market.
Yes.
Nauliza mtu like, how much do you sell this phone?
你卖这款手机多少钱?
Hey, it's so quick. And you're saying it's online, it's not using internet?
It's offline, no internet. So this is now a tool for me in class. So nilikuwa nimesema kuhusu differentiation. So nikiwa pale class, I have 18 students. Kuna wale wana struggle kidogo na English, so I put them aside as I'm teaching.
Yes.
So after nimepea wengine kazi, I go there and repeat the instructions. I read, nikishika hii microphone, nikiachilia inaongelesha kwa
inaongelesha yote. Oh!
And then all is good. Hey. Then now they think I'm a very good teacher.
Mwalimu wa math, kweli yenyewe na mathematics. Ebu iseme you are watching Diaspora Connect ndio ni cha ukweli.
Okay. Hope you are watching Diaspora Connect.
我希望你在晚安工作舞蹈。
Hey, we need that. Hey, kweli mwalimu. And I like the fact that is this part of what the school provides, or was this you going on your own initiative with the love for teaching students, with the love for impacting knowledge, that you went kando and, you know, got your own device? Is this provided by the school?
So as a math teacher,
yes,
I know most of the time we just struggle with the attitude, because math haikuangi ngumu, it's just attitude. So it's, as a teacher, you must come up with your own ways of ensuring that students connect with.
Yes.
So because I knew these students, we have a language barrier. So this is out of my way. And through interaction, I walk around, I travel around a lot in China. Then I made this gadget. So before this, I was using my phone. So there is Google Translate, and there's another, if you buy a phone in China, it automatically comes with a translate. But that one requires you to be connected to the internet. But this one is an offline one. So the school does not provide this. This is out of my way. But it has helped me in the appraisals. Now they say like my lessons are differentiated, and I am able to connect with the students because of this gadget.
Ai! Mazee mimi nakwambia mwalimu leo umenimaliza leo. Ai, mpaka yani uko na teknolojia. I love it. And we'll continue talking more about especially the experience of teaching students there na students hapa. And before we continue, I want us to break kidogo, where right here on the show we have a segment. It's called Diaspora News. Hapa ndio pale news from all over the world, which is interesting kind of news. See, news here, Kenyans are remitting money back home. All that is good, But this is a different kind of news, okay? And I also want to include our queen, Mish. Nataka ni include in this Diaspora Connect news, different kinds of news from all over the world. You talked about AI.
Yes.
So get this, world's first AI-powered chef is set to take over Dubai. What do you think about this, mwalimu? AI chef anakupikia, AI inakupikia. Tuambie mwalimu.
Right now we cannot live without AI. Mimi nimeona AI inasafisha vyombo.
Inasafisha vyombo?
Nimeona ingine inasafisha nyumba.
Kwa hivyo wewe unakubali utaweza kula chakula AI wewe?
Because AI is human program. So long as the instructions are right, it's garbage in, garbage out.
Mish, hebu nikuulize, tuseme for example upelekwe date, ukalishwe chini pale, alafu uone ni AI ndo inakupikia chakula yako. What would you say?
Uongo.
Uongo. But utakula ama utakula?
Itapika aje ugali.
Exactly.
Ugali aje.
Ugali kwanza,
aje.
Aje waze. I love it. Make sure you also tell us what you think, especially on our hashtag Diaspora Connect pale kwenye X app baze. Alafu get this also, as you know, umejua uko na hii Mandarin yako, uko na Chinese hapa, and what this. It has recently been said that Spanish is the happiest language in the world with the largest number of positive words. Unajua kuna zile words ziko Spanish ambazo ziko positive, kama mi amor inamaanisha my love. Unajua mi amigos inamaanisha my friend. Sijui kama I don't know what you think about this, the happiest language in the world.
I think this is an opinion. It's not a fact. In mathematics, we talk about statistics. What's the sample space? Watu wangapi umesikia wakisema hivyo? Because like in Chinese to say I love you, it's like wo hai ni.
Hiyo ni ngumu.
Wo hai ni.
Hiyo ni ngumu. Hiyo ni kama tunapigana. Mish, sijui unasema aje. I don't know if you've learned Spanish ama Spanish imepita ama ni telenovela pekee, because umesikia nimesema Spanish is the happiest language in the world. What unasema aje?
Ni ukweli, ni ukweli.
Yani ukweli?
Ukweli, very romantic. Actually, yeah.
Actually, I love it, I love it. Yeah, that's why nimekwambia mwalimu, Diaspora News is a different kind of twist to interesting things happening around the world. Also, let me ask you, when we talked about teaching, Okay, wait. Wacha kwanza before tumenio twende kwanza tumalize hii ya mwisho kwa Diaspora Connect. In Russia, twende sasa Russia, all the way in Russia.
Yes.
So Russia ikifika 10 p.m. Electricity inakatwa, internet inakatwa, so that they can boost their birth rates. So unajua usiku wakati kama saa hii hakuna haja ukue kwa simu ati kwa fanya ile kitu inafaa kufanyika. So in Russia they cut electricity and internet after 10 p.m. to boost birth rates. Ndio watu waingie kitandani wafanye ile kitu. Mwalimu unasemaje?
Ni noma.
Hiyo ni noma. Yaani hakuna unajaribu kuingia kwa WhatsApp hakuna kitu. Mish, wewe unasema aje as a DJ? Electricity pale 10 p.m. enda nyumbani.
Nategemea hiyo stima. Second of all, hiyo ni ngori.
Hiyo ni ngori.
Hiyo imekataa. Hiyo imekataa.
Na wase wenye hawana watu.
Kama una mtu shauri zako. Uko kwa shida mingi sana. So as I said, that is our diaspora news, a different kind of twist to many things happening across the world. And it also gives you an opportunity to learn a different culture. Because sasa ukienda Russia, at least unajua after 10 p.m. maneno kuzunguka nje hakuna. Unaingia kwa nyumba mazee. I love it, man. And before we go back to Mwalimu to continue giving us all that goodness and all that classroom kind of activities, to call a DJ Mish on the ones and twos. DJ Mish, play me something as we go to a break.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select a cheza doba once from the top. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tuko tao, CBD kwa penthouse. Wanadhani CBD ni guesswork, lakini jua bidii tunasoza. Nani magrami tundo tunangoja. Dojo maber, kwa mdomo ni kuber. Na doba Johnny Mwaki ukipenda email. Napendwa na mapen, na wote Johnny 10. Nikikusalimia unanijibu tu maber. Napenda vile magala wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile mwanzo wamekuja wameiba.
Tushasikia. What up this? Tushasikia kikingia ni kublast. Huko ngabado unachukua madam, so anguka nao itabaki meflow na vibe. Anguka nao koko single for now. Mdagi mteja patikani hadi late night saa 6 ndo taniwai. Nikupin location ankofana na hii. Sukate call niko chomba ya G. Mimi najua utakuwa irizo riris. Acha nikushow kwanza form ni hadi don. Nishashika mpoa na twende chini kwa chini akiwa hadi na mini. Sasa tunasikiza Shin City tuna feel free. Take a video na post pale NGC. Jina ni Cantel Kurapsi.